Η αλήθεια είναι ότι με αυτό το παιχνίδι ξεχνιέμαι αρκετά και με ελάχιστες εξαιρέσεις τα βίντεο μου βγαίνουν πολύ μεγάλα. Παρ' όλα αυτά πάμε να συνεχίσουμε και νομίζω το είχα αφήσει, πρέπει να βρω την Χάριετ για να της δώσω το αντίδοτο το οποίο έφτιαξα. Είμαι σαν βαμπάιρες και πάμε να παίξουμε. Λοιπόν, τον είχα αφήσει όπως πάντα στο σπίτι του. Θα βγει τώρα από πουθενά εδώ η mother να δω αν χρειάζεται να της δώσω τίποτα, να την κάνω καλά. Α, νάτι. Νάτι.
Hello again, mother.
Jonathan.
Δεν βλέπω κανένα άλλο.
Oh,
I think you should take this.
I'm not sure I'll ever feel better.
Σέψεις.
Try to rest now.
Εν τω μεταξύ έφαγα τόση ώρα σε προηγούμενο βίντεο να τους κάνω καλά όλους σε ένα επίπεδο και τελικά μαλλιά. Και πρέπει να έρθουμε πάλι εδώ πέρα. Και κάτσε να δεις, εδώ πέρα μπαίναμε από κάτι υπονόμους κοντά κοντά στους υπονόμους. Να δούμε τώρα. Καλά πάω. Θα έρθω από εδώ γύρω και θα έρθω μάλλον από εδώ. Reach the hive. Η αλήθεια είναι ότι πώς λένε, από αυτό που ταξιδεύεις γρήγορα από τη μια περιοχή στην άλλη, ένα fast travel, τώρα μου ήρθε η λέξη, νομίζω ότι θα το χρειαζόμουν πάρα πολύ. Και φυσικά ποτέ δεν έρχομαι σωστά. Γιατί πάντα υπάρχει κάποιος μπροστά μου να μου σπάει τα νεύρα. Και φυσικά πάλι δεν ξέρω που πάω, πρέπει να έρθω κάπου εδώ. Καλά, με όλους αυτούς εδώ τώρα να με κυνηγάνε. Δεν ξέρω αν θα καταφέρω να βρω το δρόμο μου έτσι όπως πρέπει. Μάλλον δεν τα καταφέρνω, αλλά πάμε από τη γέφυρα, που ξέρουμε σχεδόν σίγουρα. Και άλλα χαμένα κορμιά εδώ. Ούστ. Ρε, καλέ φύγε, πού πας? Καλέ του... Πάτησα το τέτοιο, το control που κάνει το τέτοιο, που τους λοκάρει και δεν μπορούσα να φύγω από πάνω του. Λοιπόν, τη γέφυρα είπε πρέπει να περάσουμε. Έλα, φύγε. Φύγε. Δεν έχω καμία όρεξη. Καμία απολύτως. Έχω φτάσει κάπου τέλος πάντων. Και όσο με κυνηγάνε δεν μπορώ να ανοίξω την πόρτα. Γαμώτο. Φωνές, κακό. Πάλι σκατά, ποτέ δεν έρχομαι κοντά. Ποτέ. Ποτέ όμως. Ωχ, Θεέ μου. Ένα fast travel δεν μπορούσε να έχει. Τώρα θα με υποχρεώσει να τους καθαρίσω όλους. Για να μπορώ να βλέπω με την ησυχία μου πού θα πάω. Τι να θέλω, τίποτα δεν θέλω τώρα αυτή τη στιγμή. Να σηκωθώ να φύγω θέλω. Τι να θέλω. Καλά, κουκουρούκου μανταλάκια. Τον κακό σου το φλάρο. Κι άλλο τέρας από εκεί. Κι άλλοι από εδώ. Μπορείτε να φαγωθείτε λίγο μεταξύ σας, σας παρακαλώ. Θα φαγωθείτε μεταξύ σας. Δεν θα φαγωθείτε μεταξύ σας. Δεν θα με αφήσουν ήσυχοι τώρα. Ξέρω ότι πρέπει να έρθω κάπου εδώ πέρα, γιατί είπε ότι από εκεί που είναι ο... πώς τον λένε... Από εκεί που είναι ο τέτοιος, αυτός εδώ, εκεί που είναι αυτός εδώ, μπορώ να πάω στο... Εκεί που πρέπει να πάω τέλος πάντων. Αλλά έχει πάρα πολλούς μαλάκες εδώ πέρα και πραγματικά βαριέμαι. Σκασμός. Κακός τον καιρό και σένα και σένα. Γάμισου και εσύ, φύγε από εδώ τώρα. Άλλος ένας είναι εδώ. Άσε με να δω λίγο τώρα το χώρο με την ησυχία μου. Ωραία, μάλλον το βρήκα. Εδώ. Και κάπου εδώ από αυτόν μπορώ να φτάσω εδώ. Κάτσε να βγάλω ένα μάρκερ που κάπου έχω βάλει τώρα. Καλά. Από εδώ. Όχι. Από εδώ πέρα. Μάλλον έρχομαι καλά. Καλά θυμόμουν ότι πρέπει να περάσω από τον Sand. Και μετά τι είχε πει ότι ακολουθεί τα βέλη. Άρα τώρα μάλλον θα... Ωραία.
They've all been slaughtered. Pre-one. No, not their style.
Α, εδώ έχει γίνει μεγάλο... Έχει γίνει σφαγή του δράμαλη, λέει. Κάτι λέει για blood trail να βρω. Ωραία.
Where has Harriet gone? She must have left a trail I could follow.
Λοιπόν. Άρα η σφαγή είναι από εδώ. Πω λες να είναι και αυτή σε φάση boss. Πολύ αίμα ρε παιδί μου. Εδώ κάτι έχει να δούμε. Έπρεπε λέει να έχεις έρθει. Έπρεπε να έχει έρθει νωρίτερα. Για να δούμε, έχει άλλο. Να, και εδώ είναι σημάδια από αίμα. Και εδώ το ίδιο. Όπα. Κάπου όταν έχει τέτοιο εμφανίζεται νάτος αυτός ο οποίος μάλλον με έφτιαξε. Για να δούμε. Τι έχει να μας πει πάλι αυτός. Δεν είμαστε λέει προετοιμασμένοι. Καλά.
I wondered when you would show your face again. Step away. We have nothing to discuss.
Desist, child. You cannot confront the monstrosity unleashed upon this land without due preparation. I shall not allow it.
All right. But no more riddles. Enough of the obscure songs and prophecies. I ask questions, and you answer them.
My words have been as clear as crystal lakes, my child. You seem unwilling to drink, to listen, to learn.
Why did you choose me?
Only you could provide a modern, scientific answer to this ancient, mystical threat.
What kind of modern answer?
Disease, contagion, and contamination. How they course through veins is your dominion, my child. Your choices have made you. Only you can save this land.
Speak to me of this ancient threat.
The blood of hate, vessel of the wrath of the goddess. When she awakens, a disaster will be born into this world, for she is hunger and anger.
What is your true appearance?
I do not understand. This is who I am.
Blood? You are made of blood. Surely you are joking.
Why would I? And no, I'm not made of blood. I am blood. Blood is what I am since my birth and for eternity.
But who are you really? Tell me your name.
I am your maker. I am the servant of the Red Goddess and protector of this land. I have many names.
Just give me one.
Πες μου ένα, αυτό θα έλεγα κι εγώ.
Call me Merdin Wild, the wild horned man. But I never was a man. I was born out of blood.
I'm here to stop Harriet Jones. She is the original carrier. The well from which this corruption flows.
I have heard you, but be wary. Harriet Jones's mind is no more. She has metamorphosed into an apocalypse, born from, drenched in, and driven by the blood of hate.
What is the blood of hate?
It is the curse of the goddess. It is the hunger in you, the need for blood, the will to strike and to punish, to spit in the eye of God.
Tell me about this disaster, creature. I know London fell victim to such a thing in 1666.
A disaster is pure anger born through blood. Its name means bad star, for they only appear when our queen unleashes her unquenchable wrath upon the world.
So the disaster is some sort of accident. A disease vampires carry dormant in their blood, waiting to emerge.
That's your modern answer. But a disaster is at the same time both less and more.
Tell me what it is then, in your own words.
A disaster is the pure will of our queen. Whenever she dreams of walking this earth, she awakes in this putrid vessel.
And who is this queen?
She is the Red Goddess, the queen of blood. In my youth, 100 lifetimes ago, she was worshipped as the Morrigan. She is my mother. She is yours, too.
The Morrigan? The Celtic goddess of war? Is this a ruse of some kind?
She has been worshipped in many forms throughout the ages. The true nature of the Red Queen is beyond your comprehension, eluding even mine. But know this, she is a vengeful mother.
I only wish to know how to put an end to this epidemic.
To perform an act so noble, you must protect yourself from its poisonous kiss, my child.
I know. McCullum used such a serum when trying to kill me. However, I have produced a more efficacious version of the antidote.
Your final task awaits you at the end of these tunnels. I've known for ages you were worthy of this challenge, my champion, Bittersweet.
What will happen thereafter? What future awaits me beyond these dark tunnels?
Your fate, my child, and the fate of this land. A disaster is about to enter this world to smite us all and teach us humility. You are our final hope.
Will it be over then? Once I've defeated this creature?
Yes. The threat will dissipate like so much smoke, for you will have purified its source.
And then what? What will become of me?
How would I know? I am no god, and your fate is in your own hands. For you are our champion.
You tricked me. My sister died for your schemes. I have brought suffering and tragedy into this world. I am not, nor will I ever be your champion.
Very soon you'll come to know that sacrifice is sometimes necessary. I understand the grudge a child bears towards his father and mother. Be brave, my child.
Πες του τώρα I'm not your child. Να συνεχίσουμε εδώ την κουβέντα επάπειρων. Πάμε πρώτα αριστερά. Α, όχι, αφού μου έχει πει να ακολουθήσω το αίμα. Άρα δεν πάμε πουθενά. Μάλλον πάμε δεξιά. Πόσο αίμα έχουνε πια. Wow, κάτι βλέπω εκεί, κάτι είδα. Α, και κάποιος άλλος είχε ένα τέτοιο ξεράδι.
I'm sick. So sick. Doctor, help me, please. I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Ah, like your help, Doris. Liars, all of you.
Με ενοχλεί λίγο αυτό.
I've been such a bad mother. But the Queen herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, you must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature? Poor baby. Where is she now?
Για μένα ήτανε το τέτοιο. Wow. Τις φάγαμε καλά. Εντάξει, θα φύγει σχετικά εύκολα νομίζω. Εντάξει. Μπουμ. Μπουμ αυτή, μπουμ κι εγώ. Όταν τη σκοτώσω πρέπει να απομακρυνθώ. Ωραίο αυτό, μ' άρεσε. Νομίζω το έχω πάθει και στο Dark Souls με τον... πες τον, με τον... με τον Κάπρα και τον αγριογούρουνο. Και τον καθάρισα και με καθάρισε. Ευτυχώς όμως γύρισα και οι ψυχές μου ήταν εκεί που τις άφησα. Και αυτός φυσικά ήταν καθαρισμένος. Το loading είναι η τιμωρία σου όταν χάνεις. Πάμε άλλη μία.
I was a good mother.
Έλα εδώ, έλα εδώ. Εντάξει, θα φύγει, ωραία. Και εγώ μπορώ να φύγω μακριά. Έτσι, μπράβο. Έτσι, μπράβο. Από μακριά. Τι γίνεται εδώ ρε παιδιά, τι έχω εδώ. Εντάξει. Καλά, δεν επιτίθεται, δεν κάνει τίποτα. Ναι. Είπα και εγώ δεν κάνει τίποτα. Περίμενε να σε δω καλέ. Στάμινα. Κάπου εδώ. Α, όχι, εδώ είναι τα... Yep. Όπα, χάθηκα. Πώς στο διάλο είναι ρουφιάνα. Να τη. Όχι, αυτά προσπαθούμε να τα αποφύγουμε και να γεμίσω λίγο στάμινα. Φύγε. Φύγε. Όχι, όχι, πρέπει να γεμίσουμε στάμινα. Όπως και δίποτε. Πώς στο διάλο είναι. Θα προλάβω, θα προλάβω. Φύγε, θα κάνει και αυτή μπουμ. Θα κάνει και αυτή μπουμ και θα κάνει και εγώ μπουμ. Ούψ.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
What?
So it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget? What are you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suaskal territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
Για να τα πούμε από κοντά.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other sewer skulls.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's over now. London is no longer shrouded in the disaster's shadow. We're all safe.
Yes, you prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
Αυτό είναι κάτι το οποίο δεν το σκέφτηκα.
London has been cleansed.
Τι, τελειώσαμε?
This catastrophe came about when an ancient malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe. For now. My craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger, red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another, from predator to victim, patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long.
Ωραία εικόνα. Μ' αρέσει. Κόκκινο αυτοκινητάκι.
Well, this is it. Lady Ashbury's domain. Why am I not surprised it's not on any maps? I'd better hurry.
Έχουμε και 7ο κεφάλαιο. Όπα. Πάλι εσύ. Πάλι εσύ. Νόμιζα ότι ξεφορτωθήκαμε.
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother, my dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. You are but a distant child.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant ghostly queen. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
Why did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer such a question. Have you the answer?
Εδώ.
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
Διάλεξε τη σωστή απάντηση ή θα... μου δίνει και άλλη επιλογή,
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics, or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
What will happen to Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
I don't interfere with petty political intrigues. Ascalon was built upon the lie of a lineage. Such a deceit cannot last forever.
But Lord Redgrave definitely possessed Marshall's blood. Untainted blood from the greatest vampire knight.
Really? I wonder how he managed to acquire it. Perhaps I should retrieve this artifact before going back to sleep.
Εδώ τον έχασα
What will
λιγάκι.
become of the vampire hunters?
They will never stop searching for William Marshall, for he escaped their two great hunts. Remember that you too are now on their dark list.
Αυτό ήταν το μόνο σίγουρο.
What will become of the Brotherhood?
I foresee trouble for them now that your progeny considers becoming the new primate.
But I'm certain the current primate has no wish to resign.
Exactly. And I am not fully convinced your progeny truly understands what dreadful power he is about to defy.
Ποιο progeny καλέ, αφού δεν τον έκανα.
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons and to bid them fare thee well.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
Τον κακό σου το φλάρο.
Tell me about William Marshall. Why is his blood so strong?
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reed. A champion of your time, chosen to defeat a threat spawned of this generation.
Is he here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now, too?
Have I not already answered that question?
His blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the serum. But what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
Ρε εδώ φιλοσοφική κουβέντα που έχουμε ανοίξει πάλι.
Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood of the champion I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
King Arthur was also your progeny. Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
Oof.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
Ποιοι είναι όλοι αυτοί ρε παιδιά?
For I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you shall meet one night.
So that is all we are to you? Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil?
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
Τελειώσαμε. Να καλά.
Speak clearly then, and answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can answer that. Farewell, my child. I shall dream about you soon.
Τι λες μωρέ? Αχ. Φυσικά κλειδωμένο και φυσικά πρέπει να βρω από πού θα μπω. Άντε, θα κάνουμε το γύρο λοιπόν. Δεν μπορούμε? Να λυσάξεις. Πάμε από την άλλη. Σκαλιά. Πολλά σκαλιά. Καλά τώρα πλάκα μας κάνεις. Βάλε το ένα ποδαράκι εδώ, το άλλο ποδαράκι εκεί και παίρνει από πάνω. Μη μας κοροϊδεύεις. Και άλλο νεκροταφείο. Και εδώ ένας τάφος γυαλίζει. Κάτι έχει να δούμε. Mary Englewood Born White. Και άλλος τάφος εδώ. Οικογενειακή υπόθεση. Εδώ ανοίγει τίποτα? Όχι. Εδώ πέρα ήταν από εδώ που δεν έμπαινα. Ναι. Ωραία. Μέχρι εδώ λοιπόν μπήκαμε. Εδώ πέρα έχει τίποτα? Δεν έχει. Πάμε από την άλλη. Εδώ δεν ανοίγει αυτό. Ωραίος φωτισμός εδώ, μ' αρέσει. Από εδώ δεν κάνουμε κάτι.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume. She must be here somewhere.
Σαν βαμπύρ έχεις ανεπτυγμένες τις αισθήσεις σου.
This castle is falling apart.
Ναι, διαλύεται, τι θες να κάνει. Εδώ δεν μπαίνω. Γράμματα. Dear Mr. McAllister, αγαπητέ κύριε Τάδε, ως ο νόμιμος ιδιοκτήτης της ιδιοκτησίας Άσμπουρι, ότι θέλει να ξεκινήσει τις εργασίες αποκατάστασης στο κάστρο, έχει στείλει proposals. Ναι. Χαμώ τα αγγλικά μου και τα ελληνικά μου δηλαδή, έτσι. Μπορώ να το διαβάσω στα αγγλικά. Τώρα για κάποιο λόγο έχω σκαλώσει και δεν μπορώ να κάνω την απευθείας μετάφραση. Δηλαδή έχει σκαλώσει το μυαλό μου. Προσφορές πρέπει να είναι. Έχω εντυπωσιαστεί από τον τρόπο που έχετε δύσκολο. Τέλος πάντων, θέλει να κάνει ανακαίνιση το κάστρο και τα λοιπά και του λέει ότι κάποια στιγμή μπορούν να βρεθούν είτε στο γραφείο του είτε... Δεν ξέρω γιατί έφαγε αυτό το απίστευτο σκάλωμα το μυαλό μου. Το πορτρέτο του. Η Ελίζαμπεθ. Η Ελίζαμπεθ το 1666. Αχα. Και τώρα πότε τι είπε ότι έχουμε 1918. Τι ρομαντικό. Έχει και άλλα γράμματα. Αυτή τη στιγμή δεν είμαι σε ιδιαίτερα καλή κατάσταση φαίνεται για να μπορέσω να διαβάσω.
That sweet fragrance, Elizabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently.
Κάπου εδώ είναι και είπε ότι τα κάστρα συνήθως έχουν κάποιες κρύπτες Και μάλλον κάτι τέτοιο θα ψάξουμε να βρούμε. Το 1788. Ζωγραφισμένη από τον Van Gogh το 1885. Είχε πει ότι άμα με δεις θα με αναγνωρίσεις. Εδώ τι έχει. Υπότες έχει. Εδώ δεν μπαίνω, δεν μπαίνω. Περίεργους ήχους ακούω από εδώ και από εκεί.
This painting looks suspicious.
Ποιο painting looks suspicious, καλέ μου? Αυτό εκεί το μεγάλο? Όχι. Ποιο painting είναι suspicious, καλέ μου? Γιατί δεν μου λες όμως? Όχι, από εδώ ήρθα. Ποιο painting πά να θεμάσαι? Είχα κατέβει κάτω όταν το είπε αυτό. Αλλά ποιο painting εννοούσε? Κάτσε τώρα τι κάνω, βγαίνω έξω, χάθηκα. Κάτσε, αυτά τα είδα. Γύρισα πίσω. Λοιπόν, είναι μια πόρτα από εδώ και άλλη πόρτα είναι από εδώ. Πάμε να δούμε τώρα ποια ζωγραφιά έδειχνε ύποπτη. Όπα.
A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for.
Ένα σπαθί και το φεγγάρι είναι τα σύμβολα τα οποία πρέπει να ψάξω. Χαιρετίσματα. Κι άλλο γράμμα. Δεν ξέρω τώρα τι ακριβώς μπορεί να χάνω από την ιστορία, αλλά... Κάτσε, από εδώ δεν μπήκα. Ωραία, έχασα την μπάλα τώρα. Ποντικάκια εδώ. Τι ωραία, τι καλά τώρα. Λοιπόν, μυστικό πέρασμα. Για να σκεφτούμε που μπορεί να κρύβεται ένα μυστικό πέρασμα. Εδώ είναι που έπεσα πριν. Unknown area. Ωραία, ευχαριστώ. Με υποχρέωσες.
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work.
Για να δούμε άλλα τέτοια που υπάρχουν. Σπαθί. Αυτό όχι. Κάπου πρέπει να είναι και το άλλο τώρα. Εδώ τι είναι? Φεγγάρι, να το βρήκα. Ωραία, χαίρομαι πολύ. Τι άνοιξε τώρα και πού άνοιξε? Ό,τι άνοιξε τέλος πάντων. Εδώ μήπως? Να το. Ακούω εντωμεταξύ διάφορους ήχους. Εδώ απλά έκανα τον κύκλο, σωστά, σωστά. Όχι τίποτα άλλο, είμαστε βέβαιοι. Και πάμε να βρούμε εδώ τη φιλενάδα μας, που έχει κρυφτεί. Αχα.
Drop your sword, father. You have nothing to be afraid of.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No, never. You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Is this really him?
Yes. This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and saviour of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father?
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Is this your retreat? Something of a secret place?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father. Ever since he became unwell.
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret. Fortunately, it has rarely come to that.
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it, once and for all.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come into money. I took care of everything. Now it's time for her to shape her future.
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
Yes. You did well, Jonathan. You truly saved the city.
Yes, we did. Despite all obstacles. I'm truly convinced we did it together, Elizabeth.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this. Through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation. And the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty echo who has not fed in centuries. An elder vampire, driven by an urge to kill and spread the blood of hate.
What?
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eyes.
No redemption, then.
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
Why are you hiding William Marshall here?
How could I not take care of him? He sacrificed himself by giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
He gave you the antidote?
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was. And still is.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him with my blood.
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet you give him your blood?
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He said the same.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him. I tried. Believe me, I tried.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
Who are you?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I wish to be.
I need to know more. I want to know who you really are. Where you were born. Where you lived.
I was born Elizabeth Samantha Mary Englewood
1551.
in 1551 in Hertfordshire. My parents owned a pub in Hoddesdon. Are you satisfied?
How did you meet William Marshall?
He was an Econ for centuries when he found me. He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Why did he choose you?
You should ask him that.
Θα έρθει και η σειρά
Did you
του.
ever blame him?
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan.
Και το ρομάτζο.
I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse, forgetting the danger as you turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
I know, Jonathan. You have been the most loyal ally these last few weeks. But this is my duty.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
Πάμε να συνεχίσουμε την κουβέντα.
Yes?
Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
I found your research on the antidote. The tears of the angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
King Richard and Boadicea? How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
And did it work?
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found her.
Πρέπει να μιλάει για την Πανόλη, γιατί είπε για rats. για
How
ποντίκια.
did you defeat it?
We fought for hours.
Αρουραίους μάλλον.
In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires? What about them?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
I have never seen such a creature. What are you talking about?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift and implacable.
Where did you encounter such creatures?
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of ghosts and pestilence.
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen? What of her?
You met her, did you not?
Just once, but she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the Red Song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
Do you remember Murden, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Murden, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
Tell me about Elizabeth. How was she infected?
I do not wish to discuss it.
Please, Sir William. I need to know what the blood of hate is. How is it transmitted?
After defeating the disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat, infected. This is where my sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
Where is this retreat you mentioned?
In London, under Temple Church, beneath my empty tomb. I always loved to sleep there while listening to the bell above.
What happened then?
The blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elizabeth. I failed you.
You bit her again? Is that how she was infected with the disaster's blood? I think I understand now.
Elizabeth fled, and I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness. I swore I would find a way to make things right.
How did you meet Elizabeth?
Times were tough. I had awakened to protect the land from a new plague. I heard her sing for her dead family. Singing for her death to come. I chose to save her.
When was that?
It was so long ago. A few years after Elizabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance against Spain.
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny. After she left to see the world, I rebuilt her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time. Those were good years.
Did you really sacrifice yourself to save her?
That was the only righteous path. The blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
Do you not want to be cured?
No. This hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it. It has been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet. Silence.
You agreed to be confined here, then?
Yes. Once I was sure she was cured, I asked to be locked down here. I deserve it. The world needs it.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time?
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord. Farewell, Father. And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, champion of Myrddin, chosen to save England from the vampire epidemic. I could cure you.
What do you mean?
We are creatures of blood, Elizabeth. Everything about us is in our blood. With time, I could perfect the antidote William Marshall gave you. Trust me, for time is on our side.
Urocho.
That is a risk I cannot take, Jonathan. I won't bring another such disaster into this world.
Elizabeth, no. Trust me. I can save you.
How could I trust you, Jonathan? How could I take such a chance?
I'll stay here with you then. As long as we must, until I find a cure.
You have no idea what you're talking about, Jonathan. Despite his madness, William was strong enough to starve for centuries. I doubt we can do the same.
We will lock ourselves down then. I'll get all the material I need and I'll perform my research here with you until you're cured.
Are you mad? Who would take care of us? Who would free us if it takes decades or even more?
Old Bridget will take care of us.
You are serious, aren't you? You really are ready to do this?
I love you, Elizabeth. I can do this. Please, stay with me.
I believe you. This is crazy, but I believe you, Jonathan.
Και αυτό ήταν το happy end μας. Έλα.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path ye must find. Now the song is sung, and your path chosen. England is safe, for you have prevailed. I bid you farewell, my champion, bittersweet. You found yourself a newer quest, and so I leave you to it. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber, until alas she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
Τελείωσε λοιπόν και η ιστορία του Vampyr με ένα σχετικό happy end, θα έλεγα. Πάντα το τέλος ενός παιχνιδιού με πιάνει λίγο απροετοίμαστη, με πολλά πράγματα στο κεφάλι μου, χωρίς ιδιαίτερη συνοχή και σειρά, και όσο πέφτουν τα credit να προσπαθώ να τα συμμαζέψω και να τα βάλω σε μία σειρά ώστε να βγει ένα αποτέλεσμα, τέλος πάντων, το οποίο να έχει και κάποιο νόημα. Δεν έχω παίξει τα προηγούμενα παιχνίδια της Don't Nod, όπως είναι το Life is Strange, οπότε δεν έχω κάποιο μέτρο σύγκρισης. Δεν σας κρύβω ότι το πρώτο πράγμα που με τράβηξε σε αυτό το παιχνίδι ήταν καθαρά ο τίτλος του. Vampyr. Έτσι. Μια απλή λέξη. Vampyr. Για ευνόητους λόγους. Το είχα δει κάποιες φορές, αν θυμάμαι, από 2 φίλους νομίζω που το έχουν παίξει, αλλά το χρυσόψαρο καλά κρατεί και δεν θυμόμουν σχεδόν τίποτα. Ξεκινώντας από τα θετικά. Αρκετά απλό σύστημα μάχης. Βέβαια έχω πει ήδη ότι επειδή παίζω παράλληλα και το Dark Souls ήθελα κάτι απλά να χαλαρώνω. Τα γραφικά του, αν και δεν είναι τα σούπερ γραφικά για παιχνίδι που έχει κυκλοφορήσει το 18, μου ήταν ευχάριστα. Έδιναν μία εικόνα απελπισίας και καταστροφής και αυτό, η απελπισία από το Λονδίνο, το οποίο βρίσκεται στη μέση της πανδημίας της ισπανικής γρίπης. Τα πρόσωπα των χαρακτήρων μοιάζουν λίγο σαν πέτρινα, σαν ξύλινα, σαν ανέκφραστα, και το lip sync δεν συγχρονίζεται πάρα πολύ, όμως το voice acting προσωπικά μου άρεσε, όπως και η μουσική επένδυση αν και δεν είμαι μουσικός να ξεχωρίσω τα όργανα, πρέπει να έπιασα κάποιο πιάνο, κάποιο έγχορδο και ίσως κάτι σε φλάουτο, δεν είμαι σίγουρη. Το αποτέλεσμα όμως έδαινε πάρα πολύ ωραία με την ατμόσφαιρα του Λονδίνου, το οποίο εκτός από την πανδημία της ισπανικής γρίπης, όπως είπα, βασανίζεται και από το τέλος του πολέμου. Παρατήρησα ότι αγγίζει κάπως ξόφαλτσα κοινωνικά θέματα, όπως η ομοφιλοφιλία, η αυτοκτονία, η ξενοφοβία και το δικαίωμα ψήφου στις γυναίκες, το οποίο απλά μάλλον σαν αναφορά υπάρχει, χωρίς να έχει κάποιο βάθος ή να δίνει κάποια εξέλιξη. Αυτό ως προς τους χαρακτήρες που γνωρίζουμε στο δρόμο μας. Οι βασικοί χαρακτήρες όμως, οι ιστορίες τους παρουσιάζουν, πώς να το πω, ανατροπές και ξετυλίγεται μία ενδιαφέρουσα ιστορία. Στα αρνητικά τώρα, τα οποία μάλλον είναι περισσότερα, πίστευα ότι το να ψάξω να μιλήσω ξανά και ξανά με όλους για να βρω τα hints θα μου δίνανε κάτι παραπάνω στην ιστορία. Όμως διαπίστωσα ότι στο τέλος πια, ενώ κόντευα να τελειώσω το παιχνίδι, ότι ο μόνος σκοπός που είχαν ήταν να τους προετοιμάσω για σφαγή, κάτι το οποίο απέφυγα σχεδόν τελείως το παιχνίδι, ακολούθησα τον δρόμο της αρετής και το είπε και ο τύπος εκεί με τα χαρτιά με την τράπουλα. Άλλο μεγάλο αρνητικό ήταν για μένα προσωπικά ο χάρτης. Χάνομαι σε μία ευθεία, ακόμα και στην πραγματική μου ζωή. Το συνεχές άνοιξε κλείσε για να βρω κάθε φορά τον δρόμο μου με ζάλισε, και αυτό σε συνδυασμό με την απουσία του fast travel έκανε αυτό από τη μια άκρη στην άλλη, το έκανε λίγο κουραστικό, το οποίο έρχεται σε συνδυασμό που αν έμπαινε σε περιοχή που έχει loading, το loading απλά ήτανε τεράστιο. Πήγαινες, έκανες καφέ, τον τελείωνες, έκανες και δεύτερο καφέ και αυτό ακόμα φόρτωνε. Αλλά αν συνεχίσω γι' αυτό θα γίνω πάρα πολύ γκρινιάρα και νομίζω ότι γκρίνιαξα αρκετά γι' αυτό κατά τη διάρκεια του παιχνιδιού. Ένα άλλο που παρατήρησα είναι ότι όταν έχανες, ό,τι είχες χρησιμοποιήσει, το είχες χρησιμοποιήσει, τέλος. Το save ήταν μόνο για την τοποθεσία, κάτι το οποίο δεν είναι ιδιαίτερα αρνητικό. Μπορεί να του δώσει ένα challenge να το πω. Θα τολμήσω να το πω. Γιατί θα γινόταν σπαστικό αν ξέμενες και έπρεπε να κάνεις farming για να ξαναπάρεις πίσω τα πράγματα τα οποία σου χρειαζόντουσαν. Λόγω της ευκολίας που εξήγησα για ποιο λόγο την είχα στο easy, κάτι τέτοιο ευτυχώς δεν χρειάστηκε. Ένα άλλο θετικό του παιχνιδιού, αλλά πηγή γκρίνιας από μέρους μου, ήταν οι επιλογές, που ανάλογα με τις επιλογές σου αλλάζανε και πράγματα στο παιχνίδι και η απουσία save από τη στιγμή που έχει μόνο το save δεν μου επέτρεπε να γυρίσω να αλλάξω αυτή την επιλογή. Ένα αρνητικό που δίνει και θετικά στοιχεία και το αντίστροφο, γιατί αποδείχτηκε ότι πολλές φορές η απόφασή μου ήταν λάθος, αλλά αυτό μου δίνει και την επιλογή και τη δυνατότητα να ξαναπαίξω το παιχνίδι με διαφορετικές επιλογές αυτή τη φορά. Συνολικά με κράτησε. Ήταν ένα παιχνίδι που πραγματικά ήθελα να γυρίσω σπίτι, να παίξω, να δω τι θα γίνει. Τώρα αν κάποιος μπορεί να παραβλέψει τα αρνητικά, σίγουρα θα απολαύσει μια αξιόλογη ατμόσφαιρα με ωραία μουσική και ηχητικά, όπως το κλάμα του μωρού που ακουγόταν πίσω από τις κλειστές πόρτες, την απελπισία, να βιώσει και την απελπισία του μεταπολεμικού Λονδίνου. Και παρόλο που δεν θα μπω στη διαδικασία της βαθμολογίας, το αποφεύγω όσο μπορώ, μιας και η ζυγαριά μπορεί να έχει πιο πολλά αρνητικά από θετικά. Τα θετικά όμως έχουν μεγαλύτερο βάρος, μιλώντας πάντα για τη δική μου εμπειρία. Αυτό ήταν με λίγα λόγια για μένα το ταξίδι μου στον κόσμο του Vampyr, όσο βλέπαμε τα credits. Σας ευχαριστώ που ήσασταν μαζί μου σε αυτή την περιπέτεια. Μέχρι το επόμενο παιχνίδι, οι Missad Vampires, καλό σας βράδυ!